Hi everybody and welcome back to my channel. Today I want to show you once again one of my Fakemon that originates from a random doodle. When I want to scribble and don't know what to do, I usually just start with some random shapes or circles and then go wild from there. As a result, I got this stone guy. It reminded me of these stacked stone towers, which you sometimes see on beaches, or I for example saw these in an Austrian canyon. And side note, I once saw a video that said if a lot of people build these towers it can change the ecosystem, so it's actually not advised to build them. Side note end. The second sketch reminded me of a scorpion and thus a concept was born. For the first stage I deviated away the most from the original sketch, mainly to get the perspective right. Its body looks like a bunch of different round stones stacked on top of each other. They eventually will look more like a scorpion, but for now it's just a little tower. It doesn't have claws yet, instead I gave it hands that look like these cute cut open gemstones with an oval pattern inside of it. For the colors I went with a colder grey and blue color scheme and a bit of brown. I gave this Fakemon rectangular eyes to contrast the otherwise round body. As of right now, there isn't really a habitat that the Fakemon could fit in, no stony beaches or a canyon. However, I think a canyon area would be really cool, so I may add one in the future. And here it is, Stabble, a stone Pokemon. It is a pure rock type. Its name is a fusion of to stack, stone and pebble. Stabble are pretty slow but like to travel. If a Stabble rests, usually more Stabbles come and join it. In rare cases you can find several dozens of Stabble resting, which makes for a spectacular sighting. For the evolution I had these two sketches, but the one on the left wasn't really doing it for me, so I went with the other one. And I didn't change much at all when drawing it digitally, I just outlined the paper sketch. Okay, I slightly changed the pattern under the eye, but that's basically it. Its body now consists of higher, more organized looking stones. It now has claws since the stone broke open a bit more. It also has a stinger that it constantly has to balance to not accidentally mess up its balance. The first rock on top of its head is slightly covering its eyes, which give off the impression that it's angry or not, which I always find a funny trick to do. So here it is, the evolution Scorock. The name is a fusion of scorpion and rock, and it is still a mono rock type. For the shiny I switched the blue color with red because I think red stones are pretty. This is of course not the last stage, so let's visit the final stage. You can see that I once again just traced over my pencil sketch. And for this stage I actually only had this one particular sketch because I only needed one pass and I actually liked it. Instead of the stubby legs, it now has 4 actual legs, that are however still very impractical. It also has a more segmented body and the stinger is not coming out of its head anymore. You can see that the claws are gone. I wasn't really vibing with them for this time. However, each foot now has 3 blue claws. There is one hidden on the side you can't see from this perspective. The pattern on its face now have evolved into fangs. As you can see, part of its body are broken or show cracks, or at least that's what it looks like. These parts are completely made out of the blue crystal-like substance, which is even harder than the rest of its body. These Fakemon most of the time chill on sunny spots, surrounded by Scorock and Stabbles. If not provoked, they won't attack. However, they and the rest of the line are popular targets for Fakemon poachers who want to sell their crystal parts. There are organizations protecting them and other Fakemon from said poachers. If this was a game, you could become part of this protection organization and occasionally go on quests to get rid of poachers, via Pokemon battles of course. And here it is, Scorstack. The name is obviously a fusion of scorpion and stack, and it is still a rock type. Yeah, no fancy secondary typing, sometimes you just have to create a monotype Fakemon. The Stabble line acts as this region's 3-stage rock behemoth like Geodude, Nacli, Aron and Rhyhorn. This trope is not found in every region, but I wanted one in my region. I also had the idea of making a regional fake for it, and I already have an idea, but I don't know if I find the motivation to do so. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video and the designs I showed you. If you do, please leave a like and subscribe to not miss any future videos. Thanks everybody for watching and see you in the comments.